Hi, you probably saw recently System 3 Software are talking about Last Ninja series and talking to John Twiddy. Mark Hale and John Twiddy are discussing the secret formula to Last Ninja, which is the Intergrator, how it built bitmaps up from subcomponents to make up a whole bitmap, saving tons and tons of data. Really clever system that John Twiddy rewrote the code to based on the initial Hungarian approach. So the innovation kind of originated from the first team, I think led by Bob Stevenson or something like that. But anyway, they rewrote the code to make it much faster and made the integrator. And this integrator is actually available. I've made a link here to show you how to use it now. This page I think has been updated since this video. This was 2 years ago, so I'd just like to show you how to get this again. So if you click here, and you'll see it's taking you straight to this link. It's talking about Last Ninja 1, 2, 3, also Time Machine, Vendetta bonus. But you can look at how those scenes were constructed. It's a beautiful little program, although can't really do much with it, but have fun and mess around and make scenes. So that's kind of what my tutorial covers, that previous video. But if you go here and you grab any one of the bundles, so if you're using Windows, like Intergrator 2012, Last Ninja bundle, Last Ninja 2 bundle, Last Ninja 3 bundle, so if you grab one of these, now I've already just checked downloading this, and you can see here is the Last Ninja 2 one, okay, and it actually says it's 1.5.0. Okay, that's an old one. I just downloaded one that I had previously just to see if there's an update, and there is. The update is actually something that I requested from that previous video about it rendering slowly, like the emulating the build-up timing. So I've actually already opened this here, right, and we've got the bare UI, but we don't have any locations. So I think what we need to do is load a scene or open, and then locate that. Let's see, downloads, Integrator 5.1, and document, no, guess again, Integrator files. Okay, so there's level 1, I think. There we go. Okay, and look, it builds up the scene just like it would. It's beautiful. I'm going to change this to 2x because it's hard to see in my tiny, well, large monitor, but these are tiny. So this is the new feature, incremental rendering. With this off, it's just going to completely switch to each scene. Now this doesn't have the same vibe. Something that's signature to the Last Ninja games is that scene build up. I think if they ever did a Last Ninja 4, even though in the Amiga versions they've just got it straight blitting to the, like they're just swapping to the buffered bitmap or whatever, I just love the way it builds up. It's like a painting, right? It's like somebody's sort of painting it really quick. Seeing the computer do that is kind of like Bob Ross has been embodied by C64, right? He's just kind of making these beautiful little scenes. Happy little squirrels jumping about the trees and stuff. Anyway, but here you go. You can mess around with this, and let's see, with that loaded, I think panels 11. Forget how this actually works. That's just items that make up the panels. Now I don't see 11 actually here. I don't know the correspondence between these two. So scene 1 is actually scene 76. Scene 2, 77. So there's a kind of offset here. I don't know why that is per se. So this is your location edit, and these are your panel IDs, whatever. And you can find all references to panel. Panel was elected as location 2. Okay, so yeah, it tells us it's number 2 there. Okay, and then you can choose a thing. Is it up here or here? I think it's here. I think we have to choose to edit the panel somehow. Here, edit panel, and this is tiny. Yeah, we go 4x. That's what we want, right? So then, like, if we choose this tree, we can do some things like clone it, put another tree over here. Oh. There's no undo, by the way, so just be careful. Yeah, there we go. I choose the tree and then we move it with this. We don't drag it or anything like that. It's not quite that up to date, I suppose. So you can do that, and then you can change your colors, color overrides. Let's see, override. Enable this override, so green with like red. No, that didn't actually work. Try green with blue. I forget how I managed to get this to work from when I was using this the first time. I thought it was that simple, but maybe not. I'm kind of lost. Let's see. I was moving it. It was being moved, and because that panel's still up. I thought that would have worked, but no luck. Okay, don't know if that's. Oh, it's done it right. Oh, you have to sort of check out. Okay, so let's do grey for red. Close it. There we go. Okay, so we get a different looking tree. Awesome. So you have to sort of click out of that for it to work, is what I figured out there. So clone it, move it across. You can see now and again it color clashes, but for the most part it kind of works. Right, put one up here. Right, and then I'll say I'm done with that. And there we go, there's our updated scene. Let's put the incremental rendering on, switch away and back to it. And you'll see the last thing that it drew was my two trees there. So yeah, you can load, open other levels. So these are all the levels of Last Ninja 1. And if you download any of the other Last Ninjas, you can also load their PRG file, and I think they're all PRG files, to be fair. Yeah, so level 6 locations, beautiful. So yeah, so you can support the System 3, and what they're doing is they're preserving Last Ninja, and I'm a big fan of this, probably to the point of obsession or something. But I grew up with this game, and I'm forever talking about it, forever talking about remakes, forever talking about potential to do something with it. But, you know, it's an old game. It's hard to fit into today's market unless it's done in such a stylized way that might, I don't know. Anyway, let's just support the cause and think about it as, if you know, enough money got raised, then we can ask those questions later. It's wishful thinking at this point. But you should check it out. It's a good way to support System 3, albeit there's a few little caveats where if you want all extra stuff, they're add-ons, and it's up to you if you want all those paraphernalia and things, but I recommend going for that diamond tier. There might be a limited bunch left, but I've gone for the diamond tier plus some add-ons and spent a wad of dough. Well, not spent yet, but I want to have quite a few things in my bag there. So you can check out the campaign, check out the rewards, and it's posters and stuff, mugs, probably more things to come. But this is the diamond one that I've gone for. It's got manuals. They're going to include some rare data, which is mentioned in that previous video there. But yeah, check it out, and I'd love to see what people can make with the Intergrator, like even just kind of making up a new scene or something, or a whole bunch of new scenes. Like, you know, let's make a little fan-based bit of fun on this, and really show that there is a, you know, strong need for something like this again or something like that. I mean, obviously today you've got 3D applications that could like just do this kind of scene easily, like an isometric camera and just putting 3D models in and post-process shader. Something that I've been tinkering with. If you check out my channel, not bragging to say I'm doing it in particular other than just being a crazy hobbyist and fan, but everybody who knows me knows how much I love Last Ninja, and you know, I'd love to do something with it at some point, even though I've maybe burnt a few bridges in the past, crossing a few lines, making the game and thinking this is okay, but the IP still exists. It's, you know, it's still something very close to System 3, and you know, I still think I've learned to be careful with it, but I still kind of like have too much drive and creative energy. It sort of overtakes me a bit, and I get into these sort of things and experiment a bit. But when you've only played a certain game for your life, or you've only done a certain drawing of your life, that's probably all you're going to know, right? I'm trying to enhance my knowledge a bit more and play more of these games. I'm a big fan of Ghost of Tsushima, and looking forward to the next Assassin's Creed game that's very oriental looking. Onimusha, Tenchu, Shinobi, you know, I'm a big fan of all those type of games, and I do like isometric, so it's kind of like a given that I'm a good sort of person to understand how this game works and why the style is good. But yeah, I mean, just check it out. It's really cool. I think the only thing you can't really do with this is make up your own graphics. Is that right? I think that's right. Like, so you can't go in and change this. If you were to change like this, the graphics or the data for this bottle, that bottle would change in every single scene, right? So what you would want to do is be able to load in your own graphics and build up a scene, and I have kind of managed to do that at some point. I forget where I left this off, but I think I figured it out. I think it's this import single object, and you can somehow convert them, but I don't know. I really don't know how far I actually got with it. But that's it. Thanks for watching this video. Hope it inspires you guys to do some Intergrator stuff and maybe post an image somewhere. I'd love to see that, and maybe you can post a link in the comments. And thanks for watching. Bye.